Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love. All of my books are available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. If you're new to my channel, welcome! Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings, 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, twin flame romance, general readings, life path and purpose. You can book that at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. And don't forget to download the free Twin Flames affirmation meditation. The link is below. Welcome to Twin Flame Guidance, where I guide you on a twin flame topic. Today, we are going to talk about how to clear karma with your twin flame. 4 simple steps. First, let's define what is karma. Karma just means action. It is a Sanskrit word which means action. Every action that you take, every thought that you have can create good karma, bad karma, or neutral karma. So you've heard the expression, I am sure, what you sow is what you reap. What goes around comes around. That is the law of karma. That is the principle of karma. And karma does not go unpaid. Let me just tell you that right now. Karma does not go unpaid for good and for the bad, meaning for pleasure and for pain. So what does that mean? That means when you meet somebody in this lifetime, if you have a great time and you have all good vibes with that person and you feel very connected to that person, chances are that your soul has some good karma with that other soul. Now, of course, we are speaking of soul-to-soul communication. We're not speaking of this mortal dress. We're not speaking of this mortal body. We're speaking of the soul level. Now, the soul itself is pure. However, according to Hindu philosophy, Vedic philosophy, if you will, which I have studied, I've studied Vedic philosophy from India for many years. In fact, probably since 2005, but as a student since 2007. And the principle of karma, when it comes to your soul, which is called jiva, your individual soul has impressions that it takes on from other lifetimes. And these impressions are called samskara. You may have also heard the term called samskara, which again is also a Sanskrit word. And the word samskara or samskara means impressions, memories, and it is related directly to karma. So what does that mean? That means that while your soul is pure, your individual soul is pure, your individual soul is part of the greater universal soul or God, spirit, right? Brahma, if you're speaking in Sanskrit terms. So your soul is pure consciousness. And it's part of universal soul, right? So it has to be pure unconditional love. However, as your soul journeys throughout lifetimes, it takes on impressions with these karmic accounts. So basically, you meet someone in a previous life or many previous lives, and you are nasty to that person. You cheat, you lie, you steal, you kill, any of those things that you've done in past lives. That account does not go unpaid. That karma does not go unpaid. Now, I did mention that you do have good karma as well, because throughout lifetimes, without a doubt, you have done as a soul, remember we're speaking as a soul, you have done without a doubt good things as well. So you have also created good karma. It's not usually the good karma accounts that we notice in lifetimes though, right? I mean, we don't typically notice the good karma so much. We tend to notice more of the bad karma. We tend to notice the pain much more frequently than we do the pleasure. So what does that mean? It means that when you encounter somebody, when you meet somebody, and these people typically come disguised as lovers, family members, best friends, bosses, there's someone with whom we have a very close relationship, and you encounter a lot of pain. And that pain seems to be unfounded in this lifetime, meaning you're saying to yourself, I've never created pain for this person. I've only been nice, kind, generous, loving to this person. How is it that I'm experiencing so much pain? Why are they giving me pain? Why are they giving me grief? Why are they giving me sorrow? Why? And so you're left confused and angry and upset and anxious because you don't understand why this person in your life, whether they come disguised as a child or a mother, father, sister, brother, best friend, coworker, or boss, you're like, why do they bring me so much pain? I've done nothing to them. So it's usually the relationships with whom you have the most pain, the most sorrow, the most pain from which is coming from a place that you feel isn't deserved, right? Because you might be thinking, like, what have I done to them? That means that you are paying back your karmic debt to them. You may not remember, but the soul remembers. And so you're paying back that karmic debt. And this made me think of twin flames, because a twin flame situation, relationship, encounter almost always comes with a ton of pain. Tons of pain. And when I mentioned before that the relationships that bring about the most pain signifies the enormity of the karmic debt that you owe to this other person, if they are the one inflicting the pain upon you, it generally means that you were very cruel to them in a previous lifetime. You created a lot of negativity in a previous lifetime. Now, you may not remember this, and they probably don't remember it either, but the soul does remember. And so they're coming back around, showing up as your twin flame to cancel out that karmic debt. Now, I'm not going to get into the more difficult aspects of that, because I know if you've been studying twin flames for quite some time, you may be thinking, well, like, we share the same soul, so how is that even possible? Well, it is possible because at some point, you and your twin flame split the soul into two to be able to experience life in different bodies, different lifetimes, different roles, different genders, whatever. And during those lifetimes, you accumulated samskara, which are those impressions and memories on the soul. You accumulated karmic accounts with other people, and also with your other half of yourself, because you have lived many lifetimes with a twin flame as well. You've come disguised as different types of people, some romantic, some non-romantic, some as a relative, perhaps. And so you have accumulated also karmic accounts with your twin flame. Now, I am under the impression, because the pain of a twin flame connection goes both ways, and it's typically pretty intense both ways, that does lead me to believe that the karmic accounts on both ends are pretty strong. So perhaps you have not only created a lot of karmic debt with your twin flame, but your twin flame has also created a lot of karmic debt with you. And the idea of alleviating karmic debt and canceling out karmic accounts is so that you can start at zero in this lifetime with everybody. Meaning the idea is to clear all of your karmic accounts and not create entanglement in order to create other karma, if that makes sense. So you don't want to owe someone a karmic debt because you have become too entangled in the negativity with a person that you're already trying to clear a karmic account with. And that does include your twin flame, of course, right? Of course, that does include your twin flame. So the idea is to clear the karmic account with your twin flame so that you may experience joy, happiness, and bliss in your own life. And as I mentioned in many of the videos on self-improvement, self-love, self-help, if you will, is that you are only responsible for you and the karmic accounts that you are needing to clear. When it comes to your twin flame is responsible for clearing his or her own karmic accounts, and you are not responsible for that. So I'm going to give you 4 easy steps. Now, it's easy. However, you may need to continue to do it on a daily basis. It doesn't mean that you do this once and it's done. It doesn't even mean that you do it for 90 days and it is done. The karmic wounds, the karmic accounts, the karmic debts that you owe your twin flame because of so much pain is very deep and probably transgresses into many, many lifetimes. Now, here's the beauty. You don't need to know what you did in those past lifetimes. You absolutely, positively do not need to know what you did in order to clear them. So don't go getting past life regressions in order to I've got to know every single solitary life that I had with my twin flame in order to cancel out those debts. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is recognize, look, this pain is here. It's coming from my twin flame. My twin flame has not treated me well. And if they haven't treated me well and it caused so much pain within me, it's because I am paying them back for the debt. So here is what I do say in almost every advice/spiritual type video is that if you do not have a meditation practice, a daily meditation practice, it is best that you start. Tony Robbins, when I was listening to, I've been to a couple of his seminars, but I used to listen to his CDs all the time. And one of the things that he mentioned in, I believe it was Get the Edge, is when is now a good time to start? When is now a good time to start? So when is now a good time to start meditation? And I have a meditation course that I teach online. You meet with me one-on-one over Zoom to get your mantra and start. No more excuses. You need to start a daily meditation practice in order to clear out your karma. I'm going to give you those 4 steps, and this can work for any relationship with whom you share a karmic account. So this is not mine. I'm going to attribute this to the 4 steps are pretty amazing. It's by a spiritual guru, spiritual leader, a sister, I believe, or of a religious order in India. So probably a Hindu order. Her name is BK Shivani. And these 4 steps are taken from her counsel, her advice. So step number 1. So let me just preface this by saying you do this after about 10 to 20 minutes of meditation. So after meditating for 10 to 20 minutes, you bring this person into your mind's eye. So if it's your twin flame, you bring your twin flame into your mind's eye. You visualize them as if they were standing right in front of you or sitting right in front of you. And step one, you say, I apologize for the pain I have caused you in the past and all past lives. I'll repeat that again. I apologize for the pain I have caused you in the past and all past lives. Step two, I forgive you for what you have done to me in the present, this lifetime. I forgive you for what you have done to me in the present, this lifetime. Step three, the past is in the past. It is done. The past is in the past. It is done. Step four, today we begin a new karmic account. My every thought of you today is of love and blessings. Today we begin a new karmic account. My every thought of you today is of love and blessings. And then you repeat these 4 steps every single day. And do it if you meditate twice a day, which I would highly recommend. Do it at the end of your meditation twice a day. And do it every day. It might take a year, 2 years, 3 years. But the idea is that you may encounter inner peace when it comes to your twin flame relationship. To clear out the karmic debt owed, to clear out your karmic account with your twin flame and others. As I mentioned, you can do this with any relationship that is causing you pain. And as the karma is cleared, you will begin to see relationships transform and change because you are mindfully canceling out the karmic debt. So I hope this was helpful, twin flame. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. And thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can join a boot camp or a meditation course. You can also join my group coaching. The link is below. And I will see you in the next video.